Welcome back to the Only Scott. It's not Only Scott's today, it's actually just the one Scott. Scotty's away at the moment, and some initial plans I had for the podcast didn't quite work out today, so you're just going to be stuck with me talking some shit. Nah, I actually have prepared something for today, so today's going to be a little bit different. In one of our podcasts we did a little while ago, I was actually talking about the guitars and some of the gear that I have to do my music. And I thought it would be pretty cool if, I don't know, just decided to talk about the guitars I've got and sort of talk about, all the gear I've got. And sorry, I'm just trying to get to my phone because I have a whole bunch of specs I brought up as well. We're very professional here. As you can see, I'm not going to do any cuts and stuff. I'm just keeping this really real and pure, and, like that's kind of how I'm treating this like the podcast. Is it just lazy editing? Can I just not be bothered? A little bit. But also I just enjoy free-flowing conversation and being real. All right, enough fluff, Scott. Talk about a guitar. Okay, sweet as. So, for those who don't know, I am a singer-songwriter myself. On the podcast, talking about music a lot. I've been in. I had my own solo project called Scotty MCB. I had a music project that I'm about to get going with again called the Nighthawk Experience. Bunch of stuff is out online. I'll put some links in the descriptions and all that if you guys check out. I primarily play like alternative rock. I've played metal, pop punk, and we've kind of talked about that on the podcast before. So that's kind of my background with like music and writing music and things like that. Let me show you some of the gear that some of the guitars I've got. So the first guitar, and I'll do a camera switch now. Haha, look at that. Pretty cool. So this is my PRS SE Orianthi. I've had this guitar now for 9 years. So it's the 2013 model, which I only just found out today. I'm really bad at remembering specs and details of my guitars. It's a neck through body, and it's ebony fretboard. It's 24 frets, and I bought it for about $1,000, I think, at the time. It's not too expensive, and I just really enjoyed the feel of it. Hey guys, I'm just coming in and saying I straight up lied about having a podcast with free-flowing conversation. I'm just chiming in to say about the PRS Orianthi. I say that $1,000 isn't much money. What I'm actually meaning when I say that is $1,000 for the type of guitar that the PRS Orianthi is such a really good price because it's such an easy guitar to play. It feels so good on your fingers moving up and down the fretboard. The quality of the craftsmanship and everything like that. It's just a really good guitar for that price. I've had experience playing 10 grand or guitars that are even more money than that. Some vintage style and that, which are really beautiful and nice. But honestly, the PRS Orianthi for what I want to do is like perfect, and I think that's something important to consider when you are buying a guitar. You don't need to buy something super expensive, like, $5, $10K. $1,000 is still a bit of money, but I've had my guitar now for, like I said, 9 years, and it still plays amazing, and it's a great guitar, and I'm going to probably keep it forever. So, yeah, sweet as. Bye. It just sounds really good, and you can just, kind of do it. It's a very versatile guitar. It's also got like a single coil pickup, which is hilarious because when I was recording some of my music a while ago, I actually didn't know I had one until I was with the producer, and he's like, "It's got a coil pickup on it." And I'm like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh, damn, it does. Sick." I actually had no idea for the longest time. So there you go. There's something something random. And so, I kind of have used this guitar a lot over the years, writing music. I used to use it in the band Scotty and I were in together called Anamoya, writing like metal music and that. And then I've used it for all kinds of different projects, acoustic, singer-songwriter. I was in a cover band for a couple of years. I was using this guitar for that as well. I just really enjoy sort of like the tonal qualities of the guitar, and it's very lush, and it's very, yeah, like I said, I'm going to probably use the word versatile a lot when I describe this guitar, but it's incredibly versatile. Like, you can do bluesy stuff, but then you can also like kind of do some metal stuff, which is actually what I was using it for primarily. So hold on, let me just change the setting. Oh, what the? Oh, yeah. So this one, yeah. Yeah, currently actually just plugged into like my, I have a rolling cube. So this is just guitar direct into the amp, nothing fancy, you know, not doing anything crazy. But yeah, as you can hear. So I'm in drop D right now, it's hitting a bit of chug. So yeah, I've used this a lot for a lot of metal stuff and that. And yeah, I just really enjoy. Yeah, just really enjoy just fucking, you know, being able to do anything with this guitar, really. Sounds great, you know, doing the kind of more metal stuff. Yeah, fuck, I mean, I could be here forever noodling, right? You get the idea. So yeah, this guitar is just really good for, yeah, being able to do all the versatility. And I love this guitar. It's amazing. Well done, Orianthe. Funny thing as well is that this isn't, yeah, like I said, it's a SE Custom Orianthe. For those who don't know, she was the guitarist for Michael Jackson in the last few years, I think, before he died. Rest in peace. And she's also a very amazing, accomplished guitarist herself. But at the time, I had no idea I couldn't remember who Orianthe was. I just really liked the guitar. Felt really good. Made things really easy to play and just do what I wanted to do. So shout out to Orianthe for making a fucking cool guitar. Sweet as. Just turning off that. We're so professional here. Let me just unplug that. Okay. What the fuck's going on here? My headphones getting caught. Oh no, we're all good. Sweet. Next guitar. I have my, I think last time I talked about this as well, but this is my JH200 LTD Jeff Hunneman. Rest in peace as well. Something funny about this as well, similar to the Orianthe story. I'm not really a big Slayer fan. Oh, shock horror. You're fired. You're not a metalhead. You don't like Slayer. You poser. Fuck you. Nah. But yeah, I again really like this guitar. It's chunky. I've had this since I was 17. I got it for my birthday. I remember I saved up some money and I really wanted the guitar. I remember at the time kind of begging my mum, like, please, can you help me out, like paying for it? And then, yeah, lucky enough she did. So thanks, mum. But yeah, this guitar is very much just used for like heavy shit. I don't really use this for anything else. So I think I'm currently in drop A tuning. Yeah, so you can hear that. Yeah, fucking grunty, just, yeah, I love it. It's really fun for that kind of stuff, so. It's a pretty thick neck though. Yeah, it's a rosewood fretboard and 24 frets. ESP design. So yeah, it actually used to have a floating bridge on it, but I got it taken off because it was just So sorry, put it up to Jesus. Put up to the camera. So yeah, you can see I've taken the floating bridge is no longer there because it was just annoying. I'm not really that bothered about dive bombs myself. Make those if you don't know what those are, it's a really shit way of doing it on the guitar. Also, it's not very good for the guitar to bend your body. Don't recommend that. But yeah, like essentially, guitar would always go out of tune, and it was annoying. So yeah, I don't really do that. So yeah, I mainly just use this for like heavy, chunky riffage. Having fun with it. Really, I kind of I have phases with my guitars where I would kind of bounce between the Orianthe and I bounce between the Orianthe and then the LTD. I don't really have a favorite. They both serve the purpose I want. I think having a baritone guitar could be good to just be a little bit better with the very low tuning, but money, So maybe one day I'll kind of branch out and get a baritone or something. I did try out the Seven Dust baritone guitar, another signature by Clint. Always forget his last name. Apologies, Clint. But yeah, it's really cool. Seven Dust are awesome. Great tones and stuff like that. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's my LTD JH200. Cool guitar, Scott, but you need to clean it. Oh my god, it's so dirty. Why is this getting stuck every time? Okay, there we go. All right. We'll stay on the guitar buzz. I also have my acoustic electric, which in the last podcast I brought out as well. Let me plug this in. This is really horrible to plug into the amp because like boom. It's like, jeez. Didn't need to burst my eardrums. So yeah. Do I have much to say about this? This is my Takamine 6-string. It's a D series. I don't really have much to say about this guitar, really. It's nice, does the job that I want, and it's not really a guitar that I've only had it for 6 years, I think, and it was kind of like in a transition period when I was kind of going from like from like being in bands and primarily like rock bands, metal bands, and then I kind of wanted to do this. I had a lot of acoustic songs I wanted to write and release, and I was like, oh sweet as, why don't I just like do that? So I need to get an acoustic electric, so I bought an acoustic electric, and here we are. So let me just turn on the amp and just take it off the distortion channel. Jeez. That'll be horrible. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Why are we not working, guys? There we go. Yeah, so it's a nice sounding guitar. Really good. Just really enjoy the feel of it, the tone, steel string. Just sounds really nice. And yeah, got some new strings on it too, actually, so sounds really lush. Yeah. So yeah, written a lot of songs of this, recorded a whole bunch of it. I wonder if I did got the specs, man. This is so shitty. I am not that prepared. Awesome. As you can see, we're super professional here. I tried to find lots of information about this guitar, but I just couldn't find it. It's just like Takamine D series. And then it would have like lots of different versions of. I looked up the model number, couldn't even find really much specs about it. But did I look very hard? No. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, really pretty sounding guitar, and played lots of gigs with it. Oh, that didn't sound very good, did it? But yeah, very, very versatile with being able to do live gigs, and I used to busk with it a lot as well. So I've done a lot of busking with this guitar. And what else have I done with this guitar? Gotten all the ladies. That's definitely not true. No, I'll tell you what, when I started doing singer-songwriting, I joked about it with Scotty on one of our last podcasts. When I was starting to sing, hey, it was bad. I was really shit, and open mic nights were brutal. But people are nice enough. They weren't too horrible to me. But generally the feedback was like, yeah, man, your guitar skills are sick, but yeah, that voice. So I'm like, yeah, true. So, yeah. But I like to say I'm a bit better now. But I haven't actually sung in a while. Been talking too much shit, which is fun. So, I will never stop. I will never stop talking crap. But I think I'd like to get back and do some music again. I've had a bit of a hiatus from kind of releasing music and stuff, so could be time. It could be time, guys. Whoever's listening and whoever cares. So, anyway, moving on. My last guitar is actually a bass guitar. Boom, 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 boom. Slapping the bass. Can you slap the bass, bro? Honestly, I'm pretty shit. I'm not a very interesting bassist by any means. I'm quite boring, to be honest. But I would say that I'm capable, you know. Do I play it like a guitarist? I'm better than that. I can tell you that. I have been in bands playing bass before. And what's this? Oh, there we go. Some drop D as well. Very thin tone, but fuck it, we'll just roll with it. I would slap it, but it's going to be super loud and like pop, and I just can't be bothered dealing with that. So, yeah. This is a Legend bass, 20 frets. Do I get the specs for it? Scott, did you get any specs for it? Apparently, I'm not surprised. This is actually a rip-off of a Fender bass, because it's the Legend Vintage series. So it's actually the Fender Precision bass copy. So it's a copy of a Fender brand, which I thought so. So, funny story about this. A long time ago, one of my sister's ex-boyfriends gave me this was his bass. And he's like, do you want the bass? And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, man, I don't use it. I'm like, are you really sure? Like, basses aren't cheap and all that stuff. And he's like, nah, you can have it. I'm like, oh, you're the coolest. You're so cool, man. And then they broke up and I was like, oh, he was cool. But anyway, a little story there. So maple, rosewood, neck. Is there much else to say about this? It's actually quite a cheap and affordable bass, like outside of the fact that I got it for free. I mean, for me, it was free, so it's like, sweet. But, to be honest, I think most of these come in packages. I think I was looking up online. About $1,000, like an amp. You know, it's like those, like, it's like even like a Fender Squire essentially, with like an amp deal and stuff. So it's kind of like that with this bass. But it's a cool bass, man. Like, I've used this in lots of recordings. Can you do any sweep? No. What's the coolest thing I can do on the bass? No, I got nothing. I really got nothing, eh? Yeah. I kind of just play. I use it as a tool, you know, when I'm songwriting and stuff. And I've had a lot of great. I've been able to jam with some great bass players in my life. But I would not call myself an amazing bass player. But in the songwriting, you know, in the songwriting scenario and in the studio and stuff, I'm very capable of being able to do my songs, and kind of put some extra licks in there, get some advice from the producer of how to maybe spruce things up with the bass lines and do something cool there. So, yeah, I definitely do enjoy doing that in the studio, but I definitely much prefer playing guitar, and I do enjoy singing, but I'm not here to sing for you. Sorry. I'm here to talk shit. That's what I do, man. Only Scott, but no only Scots. But hopefully we'll have him back next week. Yeah, so that's kind of my guitars and stuff. In my super professional, very well produced video. But, you know, like, it's kind of like a different thing for me to try out. It's not something I don't really do this kind of thing, you know, recording myself by myself talking in front of a camera. So please just excuse the amateurness for now. If people like this, please let me know. I'd appreciate any feedback, of course. So yeah. Also next time maybe I should be a bit more prepared. That better be pretty good. But fuck, it's a podcast, man. Like, only Scots. One take, man. Not here to be fancy. You know, there's plenty of fancy people out there, and I'm not one of them. So I'm just here to just tell you like it is and spat off my head, and if there's a bit of problems in there, oh well. Anyway, I think I don't really have much else to talk about in regards to my instrument. So those are my guitars, and yeah, like I said, I've hopefully released some music in the next year. I'd like to, but we will see. We will definitely see. But yeah, thanks for everyone tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Support the channel. Like, we're definitely, I think we've been going now for 2 months of the Only Scots. And it's been cool. I think YouTube's now 49 subscribers, just teasing with that 50. So that's fun. But that's all good, I'm just happy people are enjoying it, and it's really fun. So, yeah, sweet as. Oh, I'll catch you next week, guys. Bye.